Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to go over the 99-73 as well as 100-74, 75, and 76 assignments. So we are still continuing off with legal documents. And just like last week, before we start typing anything, because we're working in legal documents, we do need to set our tab stops in the appropriate places. So that's by setting a 1-inch left tab, a 3.25-inch left, and then a 6.5-inch right tab stop. And so let's go ahead and open this up in GDP. Again, just like last week, because we're working in a legal document, we always start by creating our tabs. First one is a 1-inch left none. Next is a 3.25-inch left none, and then a 6.5-inch right none. I'll then click my OK button. Another thing that you'll notice here for the 99-73, and we learned this last week as well, is that we have the automatic line numbering here. And if you recall, to set that, we're going to go up to your Layout tab. In your Page Setup group, we're going to click on this Page Setup dialog box launcher, or you can click on Line Numbers and then go down to Line Numbering Options. Either way is going to bring you to this Page Setup dialog box. Near the bottom, you'll select Line Numbers. You'll check Add Line Numbering, start at 1, and make sure that the numbering is continuous. You'll then go ahead and click OK. Click OK again. And then we're going to start typing, beginning with State of Texas at the top. State of Texas is going to be in all caps. I'm going to press tab 1, 2. That's going to bring me over to my right margin, where I'll type in District Court. I'll press Enter twice, 1, 2, type in County of Hunt. I'm going to press my tab key twice until I get back to my right margin, and then I'll type in Northeast Judicial District. After that, I'll press Enter twice and type in First National Bank. Okay, here I'm going to press my tab key 1 time, and then I'm going to type a parentheses. After I type in the parentheses, I'm going to press my tab key once, and I'm going to type in number, period, a space bar, and then 20 underscores. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you do that, you'll go ahead and press Enter, and then you can type in the address. So 105 Royal Lane. You'll press tab 1 time, enter your parentheses, press Enter once, and then we'll type in Commerce, Texas, 75428-2230, press tab once, and enter my parentheses. On the next line, there's nothing there, but I still need to tab twice to get to the 3.25-inch so that I can type in that parentheses. Okay, so on line 9, I'm going to tab, type in the word plaintiff, comma, tab, the parentheses. I'll press Enter, tab, tab, parentheses, Enter, tab, versus. Make sure that you do change the VS back to lowercase. You're then going to tab, create the parentheses, and then keep in mind that your e-text, it does say to type the title of summons on the same line as verses. And so what we're going to do here, after we type in this parentheses. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to press tab once, and then I'm going to type in the word summons. I'll then press enter. I'm going to tab to the center, do another parentheses. On line 13, without indenting or pressing tab, I'm going to type in James McFeely, tab, parentheses, enter, and this one is going to be defendant. Period, tab, parentheses, and then on line 17, we can finally stop doing all of those parentheses. But basically from First National Bank all the way down to defendant is where you're going to have to enter these parentheses here. But we're going to go ahead and continue typing this just like how we would any other legal document. And so let's take a look at this. So I'm going to show my paragraph mark so we can see this. As usual, we know that the tab stops were inserted correctly because we have the right facing arrows. For these underscores, the short one is just 5. For this one, with the signature line, you do just press your underscore key as many times as it takes to get to the end. Rachel Simmons, you'll then press tab one more time to get to your right alignment at the 6.5 inch right tab stop. You'll type in attorney at law and then type in the address. And so just like last week, when you do the line numbering, it's not going to match up exactly to your e-text. The line numbering itself on the completed document is only going to go down to line 34. Because this is only on one single page, we do not need to insert a page number. Okay, but this is what your final document should look like. Make sure that you do turn on your paragraph marks and make sure that you hadn't pressed your space bar unnecessarily or had unnecessarily pressed your enter key anywhere. Okay, so this was it for 99-73. I'll go ahead and save that, and then you can upload that into GDP. And so hopefully you formatted it correctly, made sure to insert your tab stops before you started the document. And now let's move on to lesson 100. And so the first one for lesson 100 was 100-74, which was a complaint. And just like all the previous ones on the left, it does have an important note here on the left. To ensure accurate scoring of keystroking, you must set all your tab stops at the start of this job. Also, an ellipsis indicates omitted words in a quotation. You're going to type 3 periods with 1 space before and after each period to indicate the omission. And so let's open this up. And I'll also open it up in the e-text so we can take a look at it. So lesson 100 starts on page 406. And let's scroll down to the bottom of 407. So it does tell us that we need to add line numbers for all lines in this court document. For this one, we need to restart the line numbers on each page. Okay, so keep that in mind here. Also, when your document is typed, the line that appears next on the line number is going to vary. So just like before, where the previous one ended on line 34 instead of 35, just keep that in mind that it's not going to be the exact line numbers here. Okay, also make sure that you do read the notes in the left margin where you're going to press enter 2 times before each Roman numeral. All of those Roman numerals need to be centered. Remember, and you're going to type them as capital I's or a capital V. Okay, for this numbered list item, notice that on line 46 here, what we're going to do is press tab once and then create our numbered list. And it goes all the way over to the top of page 409. And so what we're going to do, just like how we always have done for this week and last, we're going to start by setting our tab stops. So we're going to go up to your paragraph group. We'll click on your paragraph settings dialog box launcher. Go to tabs, 1 inch left set, 3.25 inch left set, and then a 6.5 inch right set. Okay, so hopefully you're pretty versed at doing this by now. We're then going to go ahead and click OK. After you do that, we need to create our page numbers, or our line numbers rather. So we'll go out to our Layout tab. We'll go to Line Numbers and then select Line Numbering Options. From here, we'll select the Line Numbers button, Add Line Numbering, and then this time we need to restart each page. I'll click OK and then OK again. Okay, and I'm going to start by typing the first line, which is State of Iowa. I'll press tab twice to get to my right margin. I'll press enter twice. I'll type in County of Des Moines. Press tab twice, and then I'll type in Central Judicial District. Okay, after that I'm going to press enter 2 times, and then the People's County Bank. If you take a look at your e-text, this is where we're going to insert those parentheses at our 3.25 inch mark. So I'll press tab, type in my parentheses. For this one, this is going to be number, space, and then if you recall from lesson 99, we enter 20 underscores. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, after that, we'll press enter once, and then we'll type in the address of 215 Grand Avenue. Press tab, parentheses, enter Des Moines, Iowa, 50304, tab, parentheses. On line 8, I'm going to tab 2 times, hit my parentheses key, press enter, press tab once, and this is going to be plaintiff, comma. I'm then going to tab again and insert my parentheses. I'm also going to just turn on my paragraph mark so we can see where I had pressed tabbed here. Okay, so for line 10, we're going to tab twice, insert a parentheses. I'm then going to go down to line 11. I'll tab and type in verses. Make sure that you change that back to lowercase, the capital V. I'll tab over to the center or the 3.25 inch mark, enter my parentheses, and then press tab. Complaint is going to be here on the right margin. I'll then press enter once, tab twice with my parentheses and the 3.25 inch mark. I'm going to enter and type in Coleman Farms, Inc., tab, and parentheses. Okay, Stephen R. Coleman is going to be directly beneath that. Coleman, parentheses. For line 15, I need to tab to the 3.25 inch mark to enter my parentheses. For line 16, I'm going to tab once, type in defendant with a period, tab to 3.25 inch, enter my parentheses. And then let's take a look at page 408 in your e-text. We're finally done with all of these 3.25 inch mark parentheses, and so we can start typing. So don't worry that this starts on number 1 here. This is just the setting that we had set earlier. So as we go through multiple pages, then we're going to see how that changes. So after defendant, we're going to have a blank line 17. I'm going to press enter and start typing on line 18. Okay, and so you can continue typing on. And then when we get to Roman numeral 6, we have in quotation marks, the ... all renewals of extensions. And so I'm going to stop there to show you how to do that. All right, so if we take a look at Roman numeral 6, notice that, and where did it go? Here. So to ... all renewals of extensions of modifications of. Okay, so I'm going to type in my quotation mark. And I'll do period, space, period, space, period. And then another space and type in all renewals of extensions of, modifications of, and so forth. So just make sure that you do insert a space between each of those periods. And so I've finished typing this. Notice that because for this one we did set it to restart on the next page with the numbering, from the second page it starts off with 1 down through 30. I'll also turn on my paragraph mark so we can see this. Just like the last several assignments, at the 3.25 inch mark, we just press our underscore key all the way to the right margin. Below that, we just tab over to the 3.25 inch mark to type in Barry R. Jacobs, press tab once to type in attorney at law, and then directly below each of those with your tabs, you then type in the address. Okay, so this is what your final document should look like. And because it is on multiple pages, we do need to insert the page number. So I'll do an insert. In my header and footer group, I'll go down to page number, bottom of page, and then plain number 2. And I'll just close this out, and then we can save this and upload it into GDP.